I'm going to teach you something that will transform the way you approach life. How to think correctly. The biggest difference between successful and unsuccessful people is not in their intelligence or talent, but in how they think. This isn't about being the smartest person in the room or having the highest IQ. It's about your mindset, the way you approach challenges, and how you view opportunities. Successful people think differently than those who struggle. Wise thinking leads to right living, and foolish thinking leads to poor decisions. If you want to lead a fulfilled and meaningful life, you have to start by filling your mind with the right thoughts. Just like your body needs good food, your mind needs the right fuel to thrive. Motivation is a byproduct, not the goal. Let's talk about motivation. Many people think they need to feel motivated before they can take action. But here's the truth. Motivation is like love or happiness. It's something that sneaks up on you when you're already engaged in meaningful activity. It's not something you sit around waiting for. You're far more likely to act your way into feeling motivated than feel motivated enough to act. So, stop waiting for that burst of inspiration. Whatever it is that you know you need to do, start doing it now. The key to lasting success is moving from temporary hype to long-term habits. We tend to overestimate the importance of big events, thinking they'll change everything overnight. But in reality, we underestimate the power of the process. The small steps that, when done consistently, lead to lasting change. Climbing uphill, the path to success. Everything worthwhile in life is uphill. Every dream you've ever had, every goal you want to achieve is uphill. Whether it's building a successful business, having a great relationship, or making the right decisions, they all require effort, intention, and persistence. Think about it. Have you ever met someone at the top of their game and they told you they got there by accident? Of course not. Success isn't an accident. It takes energy, focus, and intentionality. Nobody accidentally climbs to the top of the mountain. They know how they got there because they put in the work. So, the next time you feel like giving up, remind yourself, everything that's worth having is uphill. But once you recognize that, it becomes easier to commit to the effort. You understand that the struggle is part of the journey, not something to avoid. The only way to reach your dreams is to keep climbing, step by step. The power of habits. Now let's talk about habits. It's said that it takes about 30 days to form a habit, but in reality, it might take even longer. The important thing is consistency. Habits, whether good or bad, are formed over time through repetition. The beauty of a good habit is that once it's ingrained, you no longer have to think about it. It becomes automatic, part of who you are. The more you practice something positive, the more natural it becomes. I always tell people, practice a good habit long enough to make it yours. Once it's yours, it runs on autopilot, freeing up your mental energy for new challenges. Bad habits, of course, work the same way. Over time, they become just as automatic as good habits, but they take you in the wrong direction. The difference is that people who grow and succeed are intentional about creating habits that serve them, not hinder them. So what habits are you cultivating today? Maximizing time with priority management. Finally, let's talk about time. You often hear people talk about time management, but here's the thing, you can't actually manage time. Time moves forward, whether you're aware of it or not. You can't slow it down, stop it, or speed it up. What you can manage are your priorities within the time you have. Time is constantly slipping away from us, so the key to success is not in managing time, but in managing what we choose to focus on. Prioritize the things that matter most. Every day, aim to make progress in the areas that will lead to your biggest goals. Don't let distractions pull you off course. Instead, use your time wisely by always doing the most important thing at that moment. This is how you maximize your time, by making each day your masterpiece. When you focus on your priorities and build the right habits, you'll find that success becomes a natural part of your life.